So we have some major events that are potentially going to happen very soon. And we are potentially going to see mass layoffs. And this could affect millions and millions of Americans very soon. Now, I've already said this. We are going to see prices continue to increase for food, for housing. Everything is going to go up. Utilities are more expensive. So we have to make sure we keep our jobs. Now, here's what I can tell you. Right now, when you stay in your current position, you are going to expect to receive about a 4 to maybe 7% increase year over year. This is where your wages are going to go up. However, if you leave your position, you quit, you are fired, and you go and get a new position, guess what? You're projected to make about 15% more than your previous position. So this actually increases the chances of people that are satisfied with their current position. They're going to go find something different. But here's something else that's going on. Companies hired people too quickly. So now they're laying them off. Makes sense. They don't need them. So they're letting them go. Well, I actually have an email from somebody who's a Walmart manager, a store manager, not a retail manager or a regional manager, a store manager. Their store in, I'm not going to say the city, but in Texas, their store in Texas is laying off employees at a Walmart. I want to address why in just a minute. First, let's talk about this. Retailers are really in a bind because they're trying to sell more products, but in selling more products, the issue here is nobody's buying. We're not buying as much as we used to. Guess what? Billions and billions of dollars from from sales this past holiday season came from online sales. That is very scary for large brick and mortar businesses like a Walmart, a Kohl's, a Target, a Costco. Because guess what? If more people are buying stuff online, why wouldn't they just switch from their normal business model to create more of an online presence and less of a face-to-face presence? Right? Makes sense. But here's what's going on. Businesses are now restructuring to make more profits and moving more products online. Now, over the past year, we have seen hundreds of thousands of employees get laid off from large corporations, but just recently, we are starting to see even more. For example, Walmart in the summer, they announced they're going to reduce their staff by about 200. Nothing big. Walmart has thousands of employees, so 200, no big deal. But then they started to increase the amount of layoffs. The issue was there were certain stores that had so much inventory that they actually had to hire more people. So what you saw is some stores were laying off employees, others were hiring more people. Well, recently, Twitter, they went through a firing frenzy. We saw that. Amazon CEO, just today, he announced more than 18,000 people across the company are going to be let go. Stitch Fix is laying off 20% of their salaried employees. Crypto lender Genesis is going to lay off 30% of their staff. Salesforce is letting go of 7,900 employees in the coming weeks. Goldman Sachs is eliminating 400 retail banking positions, and many more layoffs are going to occur very soon. I've said this over the past few months. Wait until the start of 2023. That is when we are going to see the real pain. Now, here's something that I thought was very interesting. I got an email about 3 days ago from a lady who's a store manager at a Walmart. Okay, and again, not a retail manager, a store manager. Yeah, I don't know if she's the night manager or the day manager. She's the store manager. What she said in her email is this. I work as a store manager for Walmart here I'm not going to say the name of the city, in Texas, and we are starting to reduce our holiday workers. This is normal, but things are different this year. 90% of our holiday staff will end their contracts. The other 10% will remain on as salaried employees. However, we are now letting go of roughly 25% of our pre-holiday personnel. 25%. I have been the manager for the past 7 years, and I've never had to do this. I just thought you would find this very interesting. Now, let's dive into this a little bit. So this store down in Texas, they're going to reduce their staff their holiday staff by 90%. Okay, so they got 100% of their holiday workers. They're going to cut 90% of those. All right, they're going to keep 10% of their holiday only staff. They're going to keep them on as salaried employees, and then on top of that, they're going to reduce 25% of their pre-holiday personnel. So this means they're going to be reducing staff by about 15% from this one store. Walmart's a fairly big retailer. So if they say they're going to reduce staff by 15%, and I can pull it up, let's see, how many employees does Walmart have? Walmart has 2.5 million associates. Walmart operates approximately 10,500 stores and clubs under 46 banners in 27 countries. E-commerce, we employ 2.3 million associates around the world, nearly 1.6 million in the U.S. alone. Let's do the math, okay? So if Walmart says they're going to cut 15%, let's see, 1.6 million, 15%, they would lose 240,000 employees. That's 15%. Now, we've talked about this before, that the Federal Reserve wants to see unemployment go up because they want to see that the open positions compared to the current people on unemployment is 1-to-1. As of right now, for every one unemployed person in the United States, there's 1.7 open positions available for them. That is why it is so difficult to get people to, for one, to bring down inflation, two, to really see the economy, strengthen, right? Because right now we're going in a little bit of a slow period. But the big thing is, if we see, the positions one open to one person on unemployment, that makes it a little bit better, because that means the people on unemployment don't have the pick of the litter. They're pretty much going to get the job that is out there for them, right? Not that they get to go on 15 interviews, 15 people decide, you know what, I need you, I want you, here's what I'm going to give you, and they get a pick between those 15 open positions. That's kind of what things have been. And I know this because multiple friends of mine have told me that either they left their position to go find something different, and the people that they applied, or the businesses that they applied under, many of them called them back within the first day because they wanted to get them in quickly for an interview so that potentially they could hire them. But also, when they went in for the interview, they were simply asked, well, how much did you make in your last position? And every single one offered more than what they were getting in their previous or current position. So that's kind of where we're at. Now, this is also a problem. This is a problem because of this. What happens when businesses go and hire new employees, and then it doesn't work out with that employee, but at the same time you left a position to go to the new one? Do you think the old business is going to hire you back? No. But now it's not just that. It's, okay, well, I go and I get a new position. I like that job. I don't plan on leaving, but at the same time, that company that was doing well for that period of time, now they're going to go under a restructuring plan. And you, as the new employee, maybe you get let go. So again, what happens then? Now, here's one thing I can tell you. Mass layoffs are going to happen. We are starting to see the writing on the wall starting in 2023, and we're only 5 days in. My expectation is we are going to see a lot of people lose their jobs. As they lose their jobs, they're going to lose their cars. As they lose their cars, they'll lose their homes. They'll default on credit cards. They'll default on other loans. They'll probably be behind on utility payments, things like that. So we are going to dip into another financial crisis. It's only a matter of time. And if we dip into a recession, see unemployment rates go up, and at the same time, we do see a higher inflation rate, guess what? Millions and millions of Americans are going to struggle just to make it through their daily lives. So that's what we know at this time. Be ready. This is my warning. We are expecting mass layoffs. They are going to happen probably within the first 2 quarters of 2023. So be ready and expect this could potentially happen to you.